Hello.
Hello.
So if you don't know Cassandra, she has like 3 million on YouTube.
Stop it.
So how does one introduce the legend Cassandra Bankson?
Just with a little screech. It's a little pterodactyl. Have you ever received a gift out of the blue without expecting it, and it touched your heart and it made you cry? Happened to me in Italy once. My phone was dead. I was having a meet and greet. I was trying to meet up with subscribers, and my phone was dead. I was lost in Italy. I don't speak Italian like she does, by the way. So I was trying to get my phone charged, but no one wanted to let the foreigner charge the phone with my stupid, adapter. And so I went to this gelato shop across from the Spanish Steps, and I was like, please let me charge my phone. And they're like, customers only. I was like, damn it. And I was trying to pay for an ice cream, but I didn't have enough Italian cash because my dad had my wallet and I was separated from my dad and I couldn't call him because my phone was dead. So I was sitting in the ice cream shop crying, and some stranger just came up to me, just plopped some coins, and he says, get per vanilla. And he got me vanilla. And I started crying in the ice cream shop now, not because I was sad, but because a stranger just bought me an ice cream so I could charge my phone. And I charged my phone and I had my meet and greet and I found my dad and I wasn't abandoned anymore. So sometimes the little gifts go a long way. And sometimes the unexpected ones make a difference. And that's what Magali is here to talk to you today about. Being bold in giving and receiving. A word called reciprocity.
Okay, I'm doing the same at the same time.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to day 33. Today.
That's how old I am.
Whoa!
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
33. It's 9 p.m. We're filming this in Cassandra's car because I'm on airport drop-off duty tonight.
Thank you.
This is what real friends are for.
Cheers. Appreciate you.
So today, as we sip yoga,
I am sipping yoga.
guys, I'm so tired.
It's okay, the government shut down.
Oh my God.
You can sip yoga while the government shut down.
Her flight has been delayed 3 times today because of the government shutdown. We went from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.?
I went from Australia to here. Oh wait.
We're both, okay, let's get into it. Before I ever met Cassandra, I received a basket of skincare products from her.
I had gotten a text saying that there was a new Neighborino in town, and I wanted to wish the Neighborino a warm welcome, and I heard it was a girl. And I was like, ah! I had some extra skincare, and I had the good stuff. Not like the stuff that you don't want. I had the good stuff, and I had doubles and triples of it. And I was like, you know what? Let's just share the love. For new Neighborino, I was like, here's some goodies. Kind of like your father who gives you gifts and then never shows up for you in real life. Sorry.
And I was like, oh wow, that's very kind of her.
Oh.
But then we were in a group chat, and in this group chat, she had mentioned that she was sick.
I was sick.
Like really sick.
I was really sick.
And I decided to put together a get well soon package and just drop it in front of her door, since she was now my neighbor, as one, hope you do get well soon, but 2, as a thank you, because she had no business sending me a package of skincare products.
And I had no idea that was coming, and it made my entire day. And I cried because you gave me soup, you gave me a candle, you gave me sea moss, the little liquid sea moss that I would sip, and then a little written card that I put on my fridge. I didn't even know I needed it. It came at the perfect time. It was so unexpected. But not only was I physically sick, but I was dealing with a really difficult situation that I didn't know how to deal with. But care and that love just meant so much to me.
Well, likewise. And so before we ever met each other, we basically gave each other gifts. And that's the foundation of our friendship today. Cassandra, you are one of the biggest givers I know.
Really?
Cassandra gave her car
Oh, that's
to
true.
a stranger she met and said, hey, stranger, you don't have a car? No worries.
Might be generosity, might be mental health.
So, Cass, why are you such a giver?
God, I don't know. I think I grew up being told, what would Jesus do? I had a little bracelet and a little ring that would say WWJD. And I was like, what would Jesus do? And I just wanted to give and be kind. And I grew up with that. I went to church at a really young age. And then I think as I got older, I was bullied really badly for my skin. And I felt what it was like to not be included in games or to not be included in things. And I just wanted that human connection so badly. And so to me, I thought, yes, there's only a certain amount of seats that are available or a certain amount of things for a team. There is something to be said about performance or exclusivity, but there's also something to be said about trying to include others or trying to be kind to others, even if you say no with kindness. And so I tried to learn that. How do you turn towards someone while still saying no and still be kind even if you are setting a boundary or saying no. Why isn't it bold to give?
I believe that to be able to give, you have to be in a mindset of abundance. I think real giving is giving without expectation.
Exactly. Unconditional.
I think when we first met, you had trouble receiving.
I did.
Why is that?
You have to feel worthy of receiving in order to fully receive something. Have you ever been given something by somebody that was either expensive or beautiful and you're like, oh my God, I can't take that. Or like, it's the only one that you have, don't give that to me. But that person wants the gift of giving it to you. Like they're giving it to you because they want you to have it and it fulfills something in them. So the giver is receiving in a way. But if you are receiving something and you don't allow yourself to receive, whether that's love, an item, money, affection, care, whatever it is, there's something in you that is causing you to say, this doesn't align with who I am or who my idea of me is. And the question is, you are worthy of all those things. You deserve great and amazing things, even beyond what you can imagine. So what would it be like to assess those blocks and understand, why is it so hard for me to receive? That's what I had to do. Why is it so hard for me to receive love? Oh, because deep down I didn't feel deserving of love until I performed, until I did X, Y, Z. And that wasn't the truth. I'm worthy of love because I exist and because I show up and I try hard and I try to do a good job.
Sometimes receiving is the one thing that prevents us from actually
connecting. Receiving is an act of connecting and feeling gratitude and thanking someone else. That can be really hard. It's vulnerable.
It's super vulnerable. And receiving isn't always just about like receiving a gift. It's also like receiving compliments.
That's a real one.
Have you ever been in a room and someone complimented you and immediately your first instinct is, no, you, or I don't know about that. Okay. Thanks. No problem. And you just like brush it off. You don't actually just sit with it and absorb it and say, thank you.
What would it be like to say, thank you so much? Thank you for recognizing that or for seeing that and sharing that with me.
People often overgive not out of pure generosity, but out of fear.
Overgiving, there can be an aspect of that. I'm afraid they will leave me if I'm not useful. I'm afraid they will leave me or abandon me if I'm not good enough. If I give, at least they need me. But then what does that attract? People who aren't interested in reciprocity, they're just interested in taking. And that's why reciprocity, giving and receiving, is bold.
I firmly believe that reciprocity isn't a bonus. It's the baseline in any friendship, relationship, business even. And I think that when there is no reciprocity, this is what creates resentment. This is what creates miscommunication and false expectations per se. If your giving is the only thing holding your relationship together, then there is no relationship.
Accurate.
And so this is where we run into someone who is usually such a giver, but then they attract someone who's a taker, and then it causes friction. I think throughout my life when I was younger, I saw my parents work really hard for money, and so I looked at money like something that was very important. If there's no money, there's no food on the table, there's no safety. And so I told myself, one day when I'm going to be super rich, I'm going to give. And I actually went through a phase where when I was young, I was scared. Like if someone asked me, can I borrow $20? I'd be scared to lend them $20 because I always felt like, I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough stability. Like I can't give. And I think is when I started to build that self-trust within me, I realized that I can give at any point because now I'm realizing that I'm safe. I'm safe to be able to offer my friend coffee. In fact, I've realized the more you give, the more you receive.
Yeah.
Always. You always receive the more you give. So my question to you is, what would you have to do within yourself to shift from a state of scarcity to a state of abundance, to be able to feel safe enough to give?
That hits deep because there was a period of time where I would give selfishly. I would give so that this person wants to keep me around, so that I'm needed. And that's so rough because then all you are worth is what you can provide. I realized though that I truly am celebrating my own abundance when I give to others. And I'm sharing with others when I do that. And I give without an expectation. Of course, I love to see a smile. I love that feeling of giving. But I stopped giving with the expectation and with the need of the giving validating me. And that allowed me to actually give, as opposed to try to my own validation through a gift or through a service. And I think as I've grown older, I've just become so much more content with knowing that I have flaws. I'm trying my best, but I come from a place of good intention. And knowing that deep within me, accepting the fact that I'm not going to be perfect, that I am going to mess up, that there are going to be ugly aspects of being human, but that I'm going to try to correct the mistakes when they happen and put one foot in front of the other. Just, I think, having grace with myself
Totally.
really helped me have grace with others. And then it allowed me to come from a place where I could give freely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Giving is such an energy. You can give in such creative ways too, by the way. Like, it doesn't have to be limited to a $20 bill. You can give so much, your time. Actually, I would say your time is more valuable than money.
Absolutely.
It's the only thing, like, you can't get back. This is day 33 out of 100 bold. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Because that's bold. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. And remember, to act bold, you need to be
Kid brave again.
Cassandra, am I doing this wrong?
No, you're not. You do not find an audience, your audience finds you. You put out the truth, you show up, you do your shit. You gotta just show up. And the people who need you will find you. And the people who like it will stick around. And the second you try to be someone else, the second you try to put on a performance and try to be perfect, people are gonna find you. But remember, your audience finds you, so they're gonna find something that isn't real. And then it becomes impossible for you to keep up. And this is why all these people feel inauthentic, or they feel that social media is fake, or that they're burnt out. Because you can't keep up a lie like that. So just show up. Be you. It's weird, it's ugly, it's human. And the people that'll find you, and the ones that will like you,